Dan K, Lucas Jones back with the Defenseman of the Year in the 16U Futures and the Premier. Lucas, again, reminding people why we're not wearing suits for this one.
We're not wearing suits because the defensemen are the blue-collar players of the hockey world, and so if they're the blue-collar players, then we don't need suits to talk about them. All we need to do is tell the folks at home why they're the best at what they do.
These guys bring their lunch pail every day. They go. They don't care if it's nice, if it's pretty, if it's ugly. They get it done. They get the job done. They get the bruises. They make the big plays. They win games. Defenseman of the Year coming at you right now. We start with the 16U Futures Defenseman of the Year, and it's not a pickle. This guy got his team out of a lot of pickles, though. It's Sean Vlasic of the Jersey Hitmen. This is a 20-2 team. Again, we talked about another year, 2001. Wow. I feel old. Talk about Sean Vlasic.
Well, here's a guy that the stats don't do him justice. He has such an on-ice presence, responsible for 2 playoff shutouts for his team. Those playoff shutouts so important. The big goose egg is such a boost to your team. The other stat that I want to bring out is that he's got 2 assists in the playoffs. The playoffs are when it matters.
Yep.
All season long you play and you hustle and you work hard, but once you make it into the playoffs, it's all back to zero, and you got to fight again to get to the championship. And he's one of those guys that fought until the very end.
Incredible season for Sean. Congratulations, Sean Vlasic, and your family, your friends, your teammates. That's a team victory right there. Whenever Defenseman of the Year award's crowned, it's a team victory, and the defenseman will be first to say that. 16U Defenseman of the Year. A lot of guys in the running for this one, but this guy, he was not a pal to offensive players that went up against him. He was not a pal to forwards who tried to get into his offensive zone. This is Dominic Fensor of the PAL Junior Islanders, and he soared over everyone this year. An incredible season for him. 5'7" tall, out of Thornwood, New York.
10 goals, 17 assists, 27 points, a game-winning goal, 4 power play goals, 6 power play assists. Shades of another PAL Junior Islanders defenseman that longtime viewers of the show will know that we have talked about. The Cavs might be here.
I hear them off in the distance.
They're off in the distance.
Cavs are here.
They're not there yet. There's a lot of development left for these guys in the 16U league. They're almost here.
The Cavs are almost here for this young man. Joey Duzak, though, is the guy we're comparing him to. And I'll tell you what, to compare Dominic to Joey Duzak, that's a big-time comparison. Joey Duzak's a D1 defenseman who's dominating at Mercyhurst. Dominic, good luck. Live up to it. I know you can. Incredible season for you. Congratulations to you and everyone watching as well. Moving on to the Premier, we go to the Defenseman of the Year. At the Premier level, this guy came up big. A lot. This guy, muy bueno. Muy bueno. This guy, 2-time top 5 play of the week. This guy, winning games, game-winning goals aplenty. He played for the South Shore Kings, and he was surely a monarch. He was royalty. He was incredible for the Kings. It's Michael Grande. Big game Grande.
I've been watching the Kings all year. They're one of my favorite teams. I love the hustle. I love the heart from that team. Here's a guy who's got 1 shorthanded goal, 3 game-winning goals, and 11 points on the power play. Not afraid to get in there and make it hurt on opponents who try to get in front of his own net. And then he's got the hustle to get back down on the other side of the ice and put pucks in the back of the net, which, as we all know, is the point of hockey. Putting pucks in the back of the net. This guy can do it all, and that's why he won this award.
Grande came up big, and I tell you what, Trinity College got a good one here. This is a Trinity College commit. Beautiful campus. Michael, you're going to love it. He's going to go play Grande hockey games up there, and he's going to win a lot of them. Moving on to Coach of the Year, we've gone through the 16U Futures, 16U, 18U. We move on to the USP3, and I stall for Lucas to get me to this sheet because I hid it from myself. That's kind of what I like to do. Make it more difficult. Guess who the Coach of the Year was. And your drum roll, please, for Coach of the Year of the USP3. I think it was an easy one. I think it was an obvious one. One team went 52-2, counting the postseason this year. One team won a title. One team shut teams out over and over again. One team I compared to the 98 Yankees, the 72 Dolphins, and the UConn women's basketball team. It's the Florida Junior Blades carving up opponents in the USP3 level. Head coach Todd Pocock. This guy, you look at him, grade A athlete. right? So as a player, it's easy to follow this guy. You look at Coach Todd Pocock and you say, this is the guy I'm following. I'm following this guy in a battle, and you can see it. He gets the troops going each and every game. This is a team. You want to know how locked in this team is? They're watching the Dan K show each and every week and calling out Lucas when he picks against them. They beat a team big time, walk up to Lucas and go, you should have never picked against us. You were wrong. Don't ever pick against us again. And we never did. Well, Lucas did once in the finals, and he lost that one. But Florida Junior Blades, the champs, Todd Pocock, congratulations, Coach of the Year.
And that attitude comes from the top. You know, the coach sets the standard for that kind of competition. And it is competition. They're not calling me out because they're mean. They're not beating up on these teams. They're not winning all these games because they want to. They want to be mean to these teams. They are competitive, and they play to win. From puck drop to final buzzer, they are all about winning. They're all about goals. And a team that talented still needs a leader.
Yep.
And that leader is their coach.
Tell you what, Todd Pocock, you want to talk about little players in this league that are future of hockey? This is a guy who's a future of hockey. Watch where he ends up in his coaching career. Congratulations, Coach Pocock. Congratulations to 16U Futures Defenseman of the Year, Sean Vlasic of the Jersey Hitmen. Congratulations to our 16U Defenseman of the Year, Dominic Fensor of the PAL Junior Islanders. Fensori, possibly. If I'm wrong, just make fun of me on the video. I am sorry, I'm used to it. And our Defenseman of the Year in the USPHL Premier, Michael Grande of the South Shore Kings. Congratulations, everyone. Keep watching. Goaltender of the Year, USP3 Elite, and 18U coming up next.